Hi everyone, I'm so happy you're here. Today we're going to explore something really special from Because of Winn-Dixie, which is our class read aloud. This story is full of heart, and there's one part that tells us so much about the characters and even about ourselves. It's a moment when Opal shares 10 things about Winn-Dixie. But these aren't just fun facts. They show us what the story is really about: friendship, kindness, and finding your place in the world. Today, our learning objectives are to practice identifying key character traits and to analyze how the main character and events reveal larger themes of friendship, belonging, and empathy. All right, so first we're going to look at the 10 things about Winn-Dixie list, and I want you guys to listen very closely because it's a lot deeper than it sounds, and we will go over that after. Number 1 was he had a pathological fear of thunderstorms. Number 2 was he liked to smile using all of his teeth. Number 3 was he could run fast. Number 4 was he snored. Number 5 was he could catch mice without squishing them to death. Number 6 was he liked to meet people. Number 7 was he liked to eat peanut butter. Number 8 was he couldn't stand to be left alone. Number 9 was he liked to sit on couches and sleep in beds. And number 10 was he didn't mind going to church. And as we remember from the story, Opal's dad is a preacher at their church. So some of these things might sound silly, but if we look closely, they really tell us a lot about Winn-Dixie's personality. Winn-Dixie is playful, sensitive, and full of love, and each detail helps us connect to what makes Winn-Dixie so important to the story and so important to Opal. So, as we were just talking about, when we're digging deeper, this list really shows us that Winn-Dixie is loyal, silly, unique, and a comfort to Opal. But if we flip it around and we think about it from Opal's perspective and what it shows about Opal as a character, we can find that she's observant, caring, looking for connection. Because when we think a little bit deeper, Opal is the one who noticed all of these details about Winn-Dixie. And that tells us so much about her. It tells us how Opal pays attention, how she cares about Winn-Dixie feels, like when she knows that Winn-Dixie hates thunderstorms or being left alone. She's thoughtful, gentle, and kind. She's also someone who needs that connection because, as we've talked about before, she moved to a new town, feels alone. Winn-Dixie becomes her friend and her comfort and her courage. So when Opal talks about Winn-Dixie, we learn a lot about what Opal needs and how their friendship helps her grow. So now when we look at character and theme, we can remember that a theme is a big idea behind the story, and it's what the author really wants us to think about. Winn-Dixie helps show the theme of belonging. Both Winn-Dixie and Opal are looking for a place where they feel safe and loved, and together they help each other find it. Another theme is friendship. Winn-Dixie helps Opal meet new people in the town like Miss Franny, Gloria Dump, and Otis, and those friendships truly change her life. And empathy. That is which we've talked about this before, but that's when you care about how others feel. And when you are empathizing with somebody, you kind of feel some of that for them because you are almost putting yourselves in their shoes, and that's how empathy and perspective are connected in this story. We can see that in the book because Opal shows empathy by noticing what makes Winn-Dixie scared, happy, or calm, and Winn-Dixie shows empathy too by always being there for Opal, especially being a dog. Winn-Dixie is a very good dog. So now we are going to make our own 10 things about a friend, a family member, a pet, and I'm going to put a discussion post on our Google Classroom, and you can go in there and you can list off the 10 things about somebody that's close to you. Think of somebody that has shown you the themes in this book, such as friendship, belonging, or kindness. Then you can ask yourself, what does this list show about me? Did you choose someone who's funny, kind, always there for you when you need them? that says something about what you care about and what makes you feel connected. So those people that really make you feel like you belong also show what you may need. So we're going to make the top 10 list, and then you're going to talk about what that shows about you. And I'll put more details about it in the discussion post. But that will be due Friday, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.